Perhaps so, but you know, as you said, he who is faithful with small things, I think that's what the Bible said, he who is faithful in small things should be given larger responsibilities. But the local government, have they shown themselves faithful with the little that they have? What a lot of people, the experience of a lot of Nigerians, especially with the local governments, is that they are only in the office the month or the week when the Federal Accounts Allocation Committee, distributes funds. They pay the workers' salaries when they can. It's not compulsory, it would seem. And then they leave the office, and that's it. The local government office is not occupied until the next payday.
Well, all those things doesn't happen in the local government where I comes from.
But have you heard this complaint?
Of course, these are complaints that, doesn't hold water.
It doesn't?
Yes, because it's not true. It is not true. When we finish our JAC meeting monthly, we address press. We tell everybody this is what came this month. This is how it's chaired. We address press.
That is all gone in your state?
Of course, even in many other states too. Because you want to put the card on the table for people to see. That is how you can convince people. You see, so on a monthly basis, we give information to people. This is how far we have gone. And in my state, it is more or less a competition. I have spent just a year and about 7 months in office now. And if you come to my local government, the little money that is coming, you see what we have been able to achieve, you'll be surprised. So all this assertion is born out of ignorance because people does not know what to operate
We also
at that
see
level.
that Algon seems to be worried that a lot of states are not conducting local government elections.
Yeah.
Are you going around to pressurize governors just to conduct local government elections in their states?
Yes. In fact, one of the reasons why I'm at Abuja is the meeting of the NEC that we held day before yesterday till early hours of yesterday. And one of the issues that came up in form of our communique is that we have to appeal to our governors to conduct local government elections where we have not got that. There are so many states, elections have not been conducted for 10 years, for 8 years, so many places. And you don't expect 100 performance from those, local government because the order of the day is the appointment of caretaker committees which cannot even stand the test of time. Are
you worried about that?
Yes, we are worried because it is part of the problem of Argon. It is part of the problem.
What is the problem for Argon?
What part of the problem is that one, the rate at which there are dissolution of councils, and it does not make it does not bring stability to this local government. And there is limit to what you can, plan for when you are a caretaker administration. For example, one of the problems we have on hand now is the guy who is leading Argon before now is from Kano State, and you heard that in May this year, the councils were dissolved. And the thing is that if you are not a local government chairman, you are not qualified to lead the Argon. Cases like that abounds. That means you have terminated the tenure of that person. And there is instability all over. So we want to appeal to our various governors to imbibe the spirit of conducting election so that there will be stability at that level.
You were talking about tools which you could use to ensure that state governments conduct local government elections and also ensure that they are autonomous, apart from persuasion. What other tools is Algon considering?
Yes, some other tools you can easily fall back on is legislation. Of recent, we've had agitation from NOGE, from concerned players within the local government system that there must be autonomy, full autonomy for that matter. And I told you earlier on that a number of states have autonomy already. They don't need to be forced. But many of our states, we don't have this autonomy in many of our states. And the legislation is there. The National Assembly is there. There was a time they said they will work on, local government autonomy. The executive, it was rumored that the executive will bring up bills for the National Assembly to legislate on, and when you visit them, they tell you that they are for local government autonomy, but all these things has not been translated into concrete steps. People are just talking, playing lip service, all these things.
So are you visiting the National Assembly to persuade them? Because it was seen that they have tried it before. They said that Algon did not want it. They shut it down. Is Algon going there now to say, well, that's not our position. This is our position now?
It is never our position that we don't want full autonomy. It is our position that we want it. Because if you have autonomy, it's better for our local government. Yes, we have done it in the past, and we are not relenting. We are going to the National Assembly to tell them our position. Our executive just came in 29th of June. So we have all these issues mapped out. We want to take them one by one, word by one, and see what we can achieve within a very short time. So the legislation, the National Assembly has a role to play. And even the executive, there was a time, issue a threat that, if there is any local government that is not having an elected representation, that, the allocation would stop and all those things. Those are efforts. Because genuinely, if people are genuine in this struggle, those are things that we can put in place and force many of these state governments that are not interested in conducting local government elections to make sure that they conduct local government elections, and by extension, grant autonomy to these councils. So apart from persuasion, legislation could be another option. The National Assembly, let them take the bull by the horn and do what is needful, and make sure that things are done in,
We have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily. Dapo Olagunju is the Publicity Secretary of Algon. That's at the national level. He's the chairman of Algon in his state, and also the chairman of Irekwadun, Ifelodun local government area of Ekiti State. Well, that will be it from us here in Abuja, and also for Sunrise Daily here. Thank you so much for watching. See you next week. I'm Malwe Ogons. Back to you in Lagos.
Well, yes, indeed. That's a show to thank you for watching. We'll be back next week. I'm Chamberlain Osal.
It's Friday. Keep safe. I'm Gimba Omar. Bye for now.